are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Females made you just to trick me, trick me, trick me, trick me.
Welcome back, my YouTubers. Today I'm going to bring you a easy project. These are the materials you're going to need. Let's go ahead and get into our tutorial. This is the one I made ahead of time, and this is how it's going to look. And this is the front part right here. This base right here, the front part, this is what this one here is. You're going to be cutting the middle part, bring that out. Measure 1/2 inch from the top, and then the side, you 1/2 inch as well. The bottom, you're going to do 1/2 inch. Each side, you're going to do 1/2 inch. Go ahead and trace that out. We are going to cut the middle part out. Now is the time we're going to cover these all up with fabric. Let's go ahead and get to the next step. Let's put these two aside. Let's focus on this here, which is the ID goes, the front base. And just cut all the way to the corner. Alright, once you finish cutting the center, let's go ahead and cut one more time in the corners. Let's go ahead and get our PVC. This is where we're going to be putting this in the center. And I've already put some fabric glue at the back there, so it should be enough. Set it in place. We're going to take this sewing machine and start at the middle and then go sew all the way around. Come on back and then stop right there. What I did was put some tape, masking tape, on my machine, like right here, because when you sew it, sometimes the vinyl, the PVC, sticks to the machine, and sometimes that causes problem when you sew. So the best thing that you can do is put some tape, and it's an easy flow. So we finished with that. Let's put that aside, and let's go ahead and get our back base. The 3 1/4 of an inch by 10 inch. And we're gonna take that and we're gonna fold that in half. And then we're gonna get our pockets. This is the back pocket, which measures 2 3/4 of an inch by 3 3/4 of an inch. We're gonna take that and we're gonna put that in the back. This is gonna be the back base. From the top, just drop it 1 inch down and then center it. You're going to be sewing over it. But before we do that, we're going to get ourselves a scrapbooking piece of paper and put it back here. I always like to put that just to protect the back of it. So let's go ahead and put that on there. Get yourself a scrapbooking piece of paper and just cover the back. This is optional. I'm going to sew it right at the top here. And you don't have to do that. Go ahead and sew at the top here first. Back, and then you put it right here in the center, and make sure this is open, guys. Don't sew it together, just the back, just this back part, and then you put it in place, and then you sew all the way around from here to here to here. You stop right there, okay? And then we get to the next step. Now it should look like that, with a pocket back here. Now we're gonna need a piece of fabric. Cut this out 2 inch by 2 1/2 inch, and this is how it's gonna look. I'm gonna go to the iron, and then we're gonna fold it in half, take it again, and then we're gonna fold it to the line that we iron it in the center, and then we're gonna fold it again like that, and then fold it one more time, and you iron it and it looks like that. So once you did that, let's go ahead and sew all the way down here, and then all the way down here. Once you finish sewing the corners, we're going to take our D-ring and we're going to put that in there, and then we're going to put that inside of here, and we're going to center that. And then we're gonna sew all the way over. So our next step is we're gonna take our front ID holder, place it like that. I'm gonna sew all the way around bottom and then going up to the top. So I've finished sewing all the way down in the bottom and come all the way to the top, and this is how it looks. So let's put that aside. So last thing we're gonna need is another fabric. One measures 40 inch by 2.5 inch. And then you're gonna do the same thing that you done for this as well, loop. And so now we're gonna go to our machine and we're gonna sew all the way down one corner and then all the way down the other corner, just like we did with this one here. Now it should not be all sewn in place. We're gonna be putting our key chain clip on here. So let's make sure we position it properly. You want it to be in a position like this because this is gonna go around your neck. You want it to lay like that. And this is gonna lay over here. All right, so let's go ahead and put your keychain. Just put that in there. Let me make sure it sits just like this, guys. And we're gonna be sewing it. You're gonna be sewing both of these together. You're gonna sew both of them together. All right, y'all, once you finish sewing that end up, those two, right? And we're gonna bring it all the way down. And then we're gonna take, and you're gonna flip this piece inside. We're gonna flip it this way. Because we're gonna have to fold it like that. Sure. All right, and this is you're gonna flip this over. This part's gonna flip over like this. See, it was on this side before, and now we're gonna have to flip it over like this. All right, and then we're gonna be sewing this up. We're gonna sew these two together like that. Down here, we're gonna make a square. Crisscross it as well too, sew that in place so it can be locked in, and then we are done. This should be nice and sewn in there. Put a square. Now it should look like that. So we're gonna go ahead and clip that on there, and there is your ID holder. You can put your money back there, your ID right in there. It's perfect. I love it. I love it. Thank you all so much for watching, and once again, please share, guys, because it allows me to bring more videos to you all. But you will definitely see me in my next video. Bye, my YouTubers.